we'll see all the 70 questions, so that will be correct. Okay, 70 questions முடிக்கிறதுக்கு it will be correct. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி டக்குனு we'll try to recall whether we are able to recall the section numbers. Okay, உனக்கு எவ்வளோ தெரியுதோ you try to answer with me. 88 you remember, register of members. 89 declaration which is significant beneficial owner. Remember that Vijay Trisha example we did. 90 significant beneficial interest that you have, correct. Next is 91 closure of the register. 92 annual return. 93 that section is not there, it's omitted. 94 it is where you will keep your register, inspection and all of that. 95 register will be a evidence, prima facie evidence. 96 AGM. 97 power of tribunal to call for a AGM. 98 power of tribunal to call for a EGM. 99 punishment. 100 EGM. 101 102 explanatory note. 103 quorum. 104 chairman. 105 proxy. 106 restriction of voting rights. 107 show of hands. 108 e-voting. 109 poll. 110 postal ballot. 111 circulation. 112 representation by CGSG. 113 representation by body corporate. 114 resolution. 115 special notice. 116 adjourn meeting, the effective date will be the date of the adjourn meeting. 117 some resolutions you have to immediately register with the ROC. 118 minutes. 119 inspection of minutes. 120 electronic records you can maintain. 121 report on AGM. 122 OPC. Right, so like this you can remember all the 160 sections provided you read it in the sequence. Is that clear? Okay, pretty good. I didn't expect you will remember, but then fine. Nice, clap for yourself. Okay, right, if you are able to recall the section, definitely you know some stuff inside that. Maybe 1 or 2 points you will forget because it's human brain, you can't remember all the 10 points. If you keep on revising, that's what I told them. For the September 26 I completed this chapter's last revision on Saturday, so after 12 days again I'll revise this chapter once again for you. After 12 days, that is today is what, 18th. Okay, after 12 days we'll revise M&A all over again, because இப்போ நீ இதுக்கு அப்புறம் கண்டிப்பா படிக்க மாட்டே, எனக்கு உன்னை பத்தி தெரியும், நீ அன்னிக்கே படிக்க மாட்டே, இப்போ முடிஞ்சிச்சு வேற. So you will not study, so I don't expect you also to study. You study charges and next incorporation. After 12 days we'll pick again and refresh it. Okay, till my classes are over I'll do cumulative revision. 12 days பண்றோமா, அதுக்கு அப்புறம் நம்ம விட்டுட்டு ஒரு 22 days கழிச்சு ரிவைஸ் பண்ணுவோம், so that you will keep on recalling the particular chapter. Okay, now let's go on to the question. Why am I solving this? Is 2 reasons, because anyway I have to discuss the question bank. Second is, ஒருவேளை இந்த questions இவங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம், MCQ டிராஃப்ட் பண்ணி கூட கொடுக்கலாம். ரைட், இதே question அப்படியே எடுத்து ChatGPT ல போட்டினா MCQ மாதிரி கூட பண்ணி கொடுக்கும், so they can ask that also. So better we cover everything. Okay, we'll just see the direct ones and all we'll quickly skip. Okay, enumerate the persons who are entitled to vote as per the provisions, entitled to receive the notice as per the provisions of the Companies Act. This though I think we wrote in mini test itself, right? Okay, this question though everybody wrote correct in the mini test. This was the only question where I gave 2 on 2, 2 on 2 for everyone. Okay, next is Best Limited has decided to conduct its annual general meeting on 28th of September. They have sent the notice of the meeting on 9th of September, for which they have taken consent of 90%. That means it is a shorter notice, and it is what AGM? It is an annual general meeting. It is a what general meeting? It's a annual general meeting. So I need 95% of the members who are entitled to vote. Inga 90 dhaan kuduthirka. So is it valid? The answer is no, right? Next is the paid up share capital of Akash Soaps Limited is 50 lakh divided into 5 lakh shares of 10 each. The directors of the company are desirous of calling the extraordinary general meeting by giving a shorter notice. So shorter notice, and the case is EGM, and the company is having share capital. That means they are dual conditions. The first is majority of shareholders who are having 95% or more of the paid up share capital. Adu satisfy agudan papo. 60% of the members holding. So 60% na majority vandirchi, holding 40 lakh are giving their consent. Mottham evlo irukku 50 lakh. So 40 divided by 50 na evlo varudhu, 80% வருது. But I need how much? 95% or more. So can they call a shorter AGM? The answer is no. Moving on to the next one. I think this question that we covered in the ICI material. Okay. I think this also, no? Okay. அடுத்த செக்ஷனே வந்தாச்சு. ஓகே, சூர்யா a shareholder gives a notice for inspecting the proxy. சரி, 5 days before the meeting is scheduled. So inspection of proxy minimum எத்தனை நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி intention சொல்லணும்? 3 days முன்னாடி. இவன் எத்தனை நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி சொல்லிட்டான்? 5 days. அதனால பரவாயில்ல, that is correct. And approaches the company before 2 days. ஆனா inspection எப்போ ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்? 24 hours முன்னாடி, and it can be till the meeting ends. ஸோ இவன் முன்னாடியே வந்துட்டான். ஸோ இதில் எது கரெக்ட் அப்படின்னா, இந்த 5 days முன்னாடி இன்டென்ஷன் சொன்னது கரெக்டு, ஆனால் இந்த 2 நாள் முன்னாடி இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷனுக்கு வந்தது இஸ் நாட் கரெக்ட். ரைட்? வாட் ஆர் தி ஆஸ்கிங் யூ? வாட் இஸ் த லீகல் பொசிஷன் இன் ரெஸ்பெக்ட் ஆஃப் த டிமாண்ட் ஃபார் இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன்? தட் இஸ் கரெக்ட், பட் த டைம் தட் he came is not correct. The notice was given earlier, however he came before 24 hours. Now this is a direct question. What do you mean by a proxy, and explain the provisions relating to their appointment? You will fill a form which is known as MGT 11. Next is, a company received a proxy form 54 hours before the meeting. Is that okay? Yes. ஏன்னா 48 hours முன்னாடி கிடைக்கணும். இவங்களுக்கு எவ்வளோ hours முன்னாடி கிடைச்சிருக்கு? 54. The company refused to accept the proxy on the call, saying that 60 hours முன்னாடி கொடுத்துருக்கணும் as per our articles. Is this company's contention correct? No. ஏன்னா நீ articlesல என்ன வேணாலும் எழுதிக்கோ, 48 only we will consider. He has given before 54, so his proxy form is valid. Moving on to the next one. A general meeting was scheduled to be held on Friday, 15th April 2024 at 3 p.m. As per the notice, the members who are unable to attend the meeting in person can appoint a proxy, and the proxy form duly filed should be sent to the company so as to reach at least to 48 hours before the meeting. Mr. X, a member of the company, appoints Mr. Y as his proxy form, which is dated 9/4/2024. Okay, meeting என்னைக்கு? 15/4/2024 at 3 p.m. அப்படின்னா 24 hours முன்னாடி போனீங்கன்னா 14/4/2024 3 p.m. இன்னும் 24 hours முன்னாடி போன அப்படின்னா 13/4/2024 13/4/2024 3 p.m.க்கு முன்னாடி என்ன கொடுத்துருக்கணும்? ப்ராக்சி ஃபார்ம். இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ராக்சிக்கு ஃபார்ம் எப்போ வந்தது? 9/4/2024. இஸ் தட் வேலிட்? எஸ். ஏன்னா 48 hours இதுக்கு முன்னாடி கொடுத்துருக்கணும். they have given on 9/4, so this is valid, and it was deposited by Mr. Y with the company on 11/4. oh okay, சைன் தான் இன்னைக்கு போட்டாங்க, என்னைக்கு டெபாசிட் பண்ணாங்க? 11/4. is that also okay? yes. Right. Similarly, they have another member, Mr. W, also gives 2 separate proxies to 2 individuals. Remember, I told you I will appoint 2 people, right? So one he gives to M and one he gives to N. M க்கு என்ன கொடுக்குறான்? 12/4/2024, and it was deposited with the company on the same day. அப்போ 13/4 3 மணிக்கு முன்னாடி பண்ணியிருக்கணும், 12/4 பண்ணிட்டா, which is okay. But N க்கு என்னைக்கு டெபாசிட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க? 14/4. So you tell me, is N a valid proxy? No. அப்போ மீட்டிங்குள்ள யாரு போலாம்? One is Y can go and M can go because they are only valid proxy. This N guy will not be able to enter the meeting, right? So that's what is given here. You can read it. Next is, this is to a direct question. Okay, examine the validity of the, no, it's a question. Validity of the situation. The board of directors of Shreya Transporters and Logistics Limited called an extraordinary general meeting upon the requisition of members. However, the meeting was adjourned on the ground that quorum was not present. It was an AGM which was called based on requisitionist. Can you adjourn it? No, it should be cancelled, right? So that is what is given here. Moving on to the next one. There are 54 members in Nice Games Private Limited. The company called its AGM on Friday, 1st July 2024 at 2 p.m. Okay, AGM என்னைக்கு? 1st July 2024. சரி, okay. At its registered office கூப்பிட்டிருக்காங்க. There were 28 members present till 2:30. What kind of company it is? Private Limited. இவங்களுக்கு கோரம் எவ்வளோ? 2 பேர். எத்தனை பேர் வந்திருக்காங்க? 28. So is it a valid quorum? The answer is yes. Okay, comment whether the meeting took place as per the provisions. Yes. What is this? Samayak Limited is a company is a company engaged in the business of manufacturing papers. Kindly explain the provisions related to quorum. Okay, so case study mari poi update direct question. Okay, kindly explain the provisions relating to quorum. You just have to explain what is the minimum quorum requirement, this and that. Fine. Moving on to the next one. LKG Limited is a company having a paid up share capital of 12.50 crores. Okay, so it is a limited company. That means it is public limited. Okay, with a total number of members of 3,500. That means they are in the second slab, more than 1,000 up to 5,000, right? So for them, quorum requirement will be 15. Okay, the board of directors have called a general meeting to be conducted on 6/5/2023 at 2 p.m. Okay, on the date of the meeting, the requisite quorum was not present within half an hour, and hence the meeting was adjourned. Ma'am, here I don't know whether it's AGM or EGM. General meeting nu kuduttaanga, you can consider it to be as AGM. EGM na avane clear ah எழுதி கொடுப்பான். ஓகேவா? சோ அது கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. And 13/5 க்கு வந்து இத என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க? adjourn பண்ணிட்டாங்க on the same day at the same venue. In reference with the above, in the light of the relevant provisions of the Companies Act, elucidate what will be the fate of the meeting in case 2 members are present in the adjourned meeting. 2 members என்னவா கன்சிடர் பண்ணிப்போம்? கோரமா கன்சிடர் பண்ணிப்போம். In case on 6/5/2023, that is அந்த முதல் மீட்டிங் என்னைக்கு நடக்கணுமோ அன்னைக்கு 16 people were present, but the chairman, owing to unruly behavior of some members during the meeting, has adjourned it. You remember I gave you an example saying a Vijay movie got released, it was a flop, people were fighting, so we had to adjourn a meeting, right? So first meeting adjourn ஆச்சு, but what was the reason? Other than lack of quorum. இப்போ அந்த மீட்டிங் adjourn ஆகி adjourn மீட்டிங்ல 3 பேர் தான் இருக்காங்க. But this is a company with more than 1,000 members, so I need how much? 15 quorum. 3 தான் இருக்காங்க. Now can I consider the 3 people as quorum? 3 people can be considered as quorum only if the original meeting was adjourned due to lack of quorum. Inga original meeting was adjourned due to reasons other than lack of quorum. So இப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? திரும்பி adjourn பண்ணுவோம். அடுத்த மீட்டிங்லயே 3 பேர் தான் வந்தாங்கன்னா அந்த 3 பேர் என்னவா இருப்பாங்க? கோரமா இருப்பாங்க. ஓகேயா? And question ஓட last part, in case where such meeting was called by requisition is என்ன ஆகும்னா மீட்டிங்கை என்ன பண்ணிடுவோம்? கேன்சல் பண்ணிடுவோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து question number 15, which is Q Limited is a public limited company incorporated in Surat, Gujarat with 1,200 members. Again, public limited 1,200. Abdina quorum evlo 15. On 10/12/2023, a general meeting was convened in which 14 members were present. Mr. Mohan was acting as a authorized representative of 2 body corporates. So you tell me, this Mr. Mohan will be counted as 1 or 2? 2, because he is acting as a representative of 2 body corporates, right? Now, who are members of QL Limited? Shyam, one of the important members, was absent for the meeting. The chairman, Mr. Rahi, adjourned the meeting, taking the plea of absence of Mr. Shyam to the same place and same day next week. அப்படின்னா சேர்மன் என்ன சொல்றானா, இந்த ஷாமுங்கிற இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பர்சன் இன்னைக்கு வரல, அதனால நாங்க மீட்டிங் என்ன பண்றோம்? அட்ஜர்ன் பண்றோம். அப்படியெல்லாம் மீட்டிங் என்ன பண்ண முடியாது? அட்ஜர்ன் பண்ண முடியாது. கோரம் இல்லைன்னா மட்டும்தான் அட்ஜர்ன் பண்ணலாம். இங்க கோரம் இருக்கானா? தி ஆன்சர் இஸ் எஸ். ஏன்னா 14 பீப்புள்ல மோகனை ஒரே ஒரு தடவை தான் நம்ம கவுண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஆனா மோகனை 2 தடவை கவுண்ட் பண்ணும், பிகாஸ் he is acting as a representative. So மோகனை இன்னொரு தடவை கவுண்ட் பண்ணினா it brings it to 15. So quorum is met, the meeting has to be conducted. Okay, the members present at the meeting were waiting to attend, oppose the decision, submitting that majority of them present now shall be unavailable on the next week. Referring to the provisions, elucidate whether the requisite quorum for holding the meeting is present. The answer is yes. Whether Mr. Rahi could adjourn the meeting in the current situation? The answer is no, because someone is not present and all, you cannot adjourn the meeting. Next is, I think this though you have solved in your DPQ, right? Okay. This one also, I think this was in the mini test. Next is PQ Limited is a public company having its registered office in Mumbai. It has 3,680 members, which means quorum is 15. The company sent notice to all its members for calling its AGM to be held on 2nd September 2019 at 11 a.m. at its registered office. On the date of meeting there were only 12 members personally present up to 11:30. The chairman adjourned the meeting to the same day in the next week at the same place. On the day of the adjourned meeting, 10 members were personally present. The chairman initiated the meeting after 11:30 and passed resolutions after discussion as per the agenda of the meeting given in the notice. Comment whether the AGM conducted after adjournment is valid or not as per the provisions of the. It is valid. What would be your answer if PQ Limited is a private company? Still the same answer. Okay. Initial meeting itself, no need of adjournment. Yeah, my bad, sorry. Yeah, initial meeting itself, because 2 people only, no need to adjourn. Okay, next is 19. Articles of Association of DJ Water Tanks Limited requires personal presence of 7 members to constitute a quorum of general meeting. The company has 965 members. So 965 members na quorum evlo 5. Ana articles enna solran 7. Appo edha comply pannom? Both. Appo minimum I need to have how many? 7 or more. Then only I'll comply with both, right? Now they are asking us, the following persons were present at the AGM to consider the appointment of managing director. Let's see if it comes up till 7. Representative of state government. Will I count it? Yes. B and C are preference shareholders. No. D is representing Y and Z. Yes, they'll be counted as 2. E, F, G, H are proxies. I will not count. So how many are there? 3. But how many I need? 7. So it is not a valid quorum. Meeting will be adjourned. I think this also we solved, no? There's a SM question. Give the points of distinction between ordinary and special resolution. You just have to define what is ordinary, where the votes in favor are more than votes against. Special is where the votes in favor are not less than 3 times the votes against. Right, next is Benson Limited issued a notice with the agenda of 9 businesses to be transacted in the AGM. 2 businesses were regarding the appointment of Mr. Sahu and Pranav as the directors. The chairman decided to move the resolution of all the 9 businesses together to save time. Can you do that? No. For others you can do, but for these 2 resolutions, appointment of director, clubbing provisions will not apply. So this guy's contention is wrong. Moving on to the next one. In the annual general meeting of Steel Products Limited, the notice contained in the agenda for 8 businesses, the chairman decided to move all the resolutions at one time to save time. Discuss whether 2 or more resolutions can be moved together. The answer is yes. Only appointment of director cannot be done. Tarun, என்னடா உன்னோட சண்டை போட்டுருக்க? இது 5ஆம் கிளாஸ் பையன் மாதிரி சண்டை போட்டுருங்க. இங்கே ஒருத்தவங்க தொண்டை கத்த இது பண்ணுறாங்களே, அது கொஞ்சம் கவனிப்போமேன்னு கிடையாது. Okay. At the general meeting of XYZ Limited, a matter was to be passed by special resolution. Okay. Out of 40 votes present, 20 were in favor, 10 were against, and 10 votes were invalid. Appo you tell me whether the special resolution can pass or not. And இன்னொன்று வந்து என்னன்னா 10 பேர் வந்து abstain from voting. அவனுங்களாம் ஓட்டே பண்ணல. அப்புறம் எதுக்கு தான் மீட்டிங் வந்தாங்க? Okay. 20 are in favor, 5 are against. You remember I gave you an example where I told in the vote பண்ணாதவங்க invalid vote இதெல்லாம் நம்ம கவுண்ட் பண்ண மாட்டோம். இப்போ இவ்வளவுதான். That is 20 for, 5 against. And we know special resolution na the votes in favor should not be less than 3 times of votes against. Against எவ்வளோ 5. So 5 into 3 na 15 or more இருக்கணும். என்கிட்ட எவ்வளோ இருக்கு 20. So can I pass the resolution? The answer is yes. Next is Mr. Pink held 100 partly paid up shares of Red Limited. The company asked him to pay the final call money on the shares. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, he was unable to pay the amount of call money to the company. Can you see? I mean, I've given the topic, but still, you know it is about restriction of voting. Restriction of voting in 2 cases, which is calls in arrears and company exercises the right of lien. Okay, inga it is mostly calls in arrears. At a general meeting of shareholders, the chairman disallowed him to cast his vote on the ground that the articles do not permit a shareholder to vote if he has not paid the calls. So we read that restriction of voting will be there, provided it should be written in the articles. Is it written in the articles? Yes. So can the chairman stop Mr. Pink? Yes. Pair about Mr. Pink, it seems. Okay, then next. X, a member of LKM, is holding 250 shares which are partly paid. The company held its general meeting where voting right was denied to X, claiming he is not paid the calls on the shares held by him. Examine the validity. The company can do. Examine the validity assuming that the articles do not restrict. Articles edume sollana, can he vote now? Yes, he can vote. Okay. Next is, in a general meeting of Alpha Software Limited, the chairman directed to exclude certain matters detrimental to the interest of the company from the minutes. Mukesh, a shareholder, contended that the minutes of the meeting must contain fair and correct summary of the proceedings thereat. Decide whether the contention of Mukesh is maintainable. What Mukesh is telling is correct, but chairman has the discretion to decide three matters. If it is immaterial or irrelevant, defamatory to any person or detrimental to the interest of the company, அப்போ அதை எழுத தேவையில்ல. இவர் சொல்றது is detrimental to the interest of the company. So chairman சொல்றது கரெக்ட் தான், அதை எழுதணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. Okay, so contention of Mukesh is not valid. Next is, Miraj Sugar Mills Limited is held its annual general meeting on 15th September 2024. The meeting was presided over by Mr. Venkat. அப்படினா அவர்தான் என்னவா இருந்தாரு, chairman-ஆ இருந்தாரு of the company. On September 17, 2024, Mr. Venkat, the chairman, without signing the minutes of the meeting, left India to look after his a dad who is sick and who is in London. So chairman da 30 days kulla sign pannom. Ana chairman ala mudilana, I can ask any one of the director to sign who is authorized by the board of directors. Referring to the provisions of the Companies Act, examine the manner in which the above minutes are to be signed in the absence of Venkat and by whom. Ava sign pannalana, you can get it signed from the director. Or even if you have, let's say, the next meeting coming in within 30 days, then the next meeting oda chairman kuda adha sign pannalam. Okay. Next is, Shekhar Cement Limited passed a 2 resolution by means of a postal ballot. Keeping in view the relevant provisions of the Companies Act 2013, you are required to advise the directors of the company regarding the provisions applicable for making entries in the minutes, including the time limit within which it has to be made. It is nothing but within how many days you have to make? 30 days you have to make the entry, right? Then you just explain about the minutes, what and all has to be maintained and everything. Enumerate the provisions of the Companies Act in respect of the following. Matters not to be included in the minutes as per the opinion of chairman. Yes, the 3 matters you can just write. Maximum time limit allow for entering in the minutes. 30 days from the date of the meeting. Inspection. Mr. Ram, a shareholder of PQR Limited, has made a request to the company for providing a copy of minutes. Ivan yaar shareholder. Can shareholder ask for a copy? The answer is yes. Of the general meeting, whether the shareholder is entitled to receive a copy, the answer is yes, he is entitled to receive a copy, right? And next is, within how many days we should give him? 7 days. Is there any fees? Maximum 10 rupees per page, right? Next is, Mr. Laurel, a shareholder in Hardley Limited, a listed company, desires to inspect the minutes. So this guy is the shareholder desiring to inspect the minutes and to have a copy of the resolutions. In the light of the provisions of Companies Act, explain whether he can inspect the minutes and have a copy free of cost. The answer is free of cost. The inspection can be done free of cost, and a copy venuna enna pannu, you have to pay the amount. Okay, whether he can authorize his friend to inspect the minutes on his behalf, the answer is no. Appla panna mudiyadhu, unakku venna neenda vandu paakanum, you cannot authorize somebody on your behalf. Okay, next is, examine the validity of the following statements in respect of AGM. Okay, first AGM shall be held within a period of 6 months. No, it should be held within a period of 9 months. The registrar may, for any special reason, extend the time within which the first AGM is conducted. No, yena first AGM ku yerkanave 9 months da, 6 plus 3 da yerkanave kodukrom. You cannot go for further extension. Subsequent AGM should be held within 6 months. Yes. The maximum gap between 2 AGM should be 15 months. Yes. State with reason whether the following statement is correct or incorrect. An AGM can be held on a national day. No, only on 3 days you cannot hold it. However, the exception is Section 8 company can hold it on a national holiday. A company should file its return within a period of 6 months of closing of the financial year. 60 days. 6 months kadayadu, 60 days. Very good. Next is Rizwan Limited, a listed company, is in the business of garment manufacturing and has its registered office at 123 N Tower Commercial Beta Complex, Bhiwadi, Rajasthan. The company called its 6th annual general meeting at 3 p.m. on 22nd August at Ansal Plaza, Bhiwadi. இது பேசிக்கா ஏன் கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா registered office எங்க இருக்கு? Bhiwadi. எங்க conduct பண்றாங்க? Same place. ஒன்னு you can keep it in the registered office or same city, town or village. அதை சொல்றதுக்கு தான் இந்த மாதிரி பெரிய அட்ரஸ்லாம் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Some of the members of the company have opposed to calling the AGM at Ansal Plaza. The company has approached you to advise. Can they do so? The answer is yes. You just have to explain the provision saying that it can be conducted in the same city, town or village. Next is Infotech was incorporated on 1/4/2022. No AGM of the company has been held till 30/4/2024. Okay, the company was incorporated when 1/4/2022. Financial year அப்போ எப்போ முடியும்? 31st March 2023. அப்போ first AGM வந்து 9 months குள்ள வச்சிருக்கணும். அப்படின்னா 31st December 2023. இவனுங்க என்ன வரைக்கும் வைக்கல? 34/2024 வரைக்கும் வைக்கல. Discuss the provisions of the Companies Act regarding the time limit for holding the first AGM, which you will tell 9 months from the end of financial year, and the power of the registrar to grant extension. First AGM கெல்லாம் extension grant பண்ண முடியாது. Okay, has no power to grant extension for the first AGM. Sunshine Limited, an unlisted company registered in the state of UP with 40 shareholders, wants to organize the AGM of the company for the financial year 2022 as under. Okay, so it is what kind of company? Unlisted company. Unlisted company actually studied a provision. It can have it anywhere in India provided 100% of the members give the consent. Adukku related da edavadhu kepanga. Let's see. The meeting shall be held on 28th September 2023, which happens to be a Raksha Bandhan, a day declared as a national holiday in UP. State national holiday consider panamato, and the 3 days that we studied, no, those national holidays will only be considered. So can I conduct it on Raksha Bandhan? The answer is yes. The venue for the meeting shall be Lonavala, a hill resort in Maharashtra. Where are these guys from? UP, but they want to keep it in a resort in Maharashtra. I don't know what meeting they will have in a resort, but anyways, okay. Out of 40 shareholders, 38 have given their consent in writing. But is that okay? No, 100% should give the consent. So this is not okay. Okay, somehow convince those 2 people, then you can go. Okay, next is Pristine Limited, a listed company, conducted its AGM on 31st August 2020. However, 10 days have passed since 31st August 2020, but still it has not filed the report of annual general meeting. The accountant of the company has approached you to advise whether Pristine Limited is required to file its AGM. Okay, understood. So AGM report of AGM is under section 121. We read that either it should be filed within 60 days of AGM or 60 days within when the AGM should have been held. I'm sorry. 30 days when the annual... No, just check once. Is it 60 or 30? No, report of AGM is 60, no? Annual, 1 second, just check that. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. This is report of AGM, right? Report of AGM, 1 second, I'll just check once. My bad. Report of AGM 121, where did we do? "30 days from the conclusion of the AGM." 30 days from the conclusion of the AGM, right? Okay. Now, when did these guys have the AGM? 10 days have passed in 10 days have passed since 31st August. Can I still go and submit it? The answer is yes, because you have a total of 30 days. Only 10 days have passed. You still have 20 days. You can still go and submit it. Okay. Next, moving on to Primal Limited is a company incorporated in India. It owns two subsidiary, Privy Limited, in which it holds 75% of shares, and Malvi Limited, which is a wholly owned subsidiary. That means 100% shares are held by this company, Primal, right? Both the subsidiaries are incorporated outside India. The board of directors of Primal Limited intends to call EGM of Primal Limited on an urgent basis. Advise the board regarding the following. Can the EGM be held anywhere in India? Yes. Can the EGM be held in Netherlands? You remember that I thought you, only if I am a company and I am a wholly owned subsidiary of a company incorporated outside India, then my AGM can be held anywhere in the world. But here the question is total ulta. Remember, we told tricky point and we made, this is that question only which was asked in the exam where majority students made a mistake. For this one though, they will anyway write it correct because it's a simple provision. This one everybody told the answer is yes, but actually the answer is no. Because Primal Limited is an Indian company only its subsidiary is there which is incorporated outside India, right? So you need to be very careful while reading that. Moving on to the next one. Is it the same question? No. Primal, the board of directors of Vishnu Orchids Limited, a company having its registered office in New Delhi, did not proceed to call the meeting despite the receipt from requisitionist. Under section 100, requisitionist has told that call for a meeting. Within how many days you should call? 21 days notice கொடுத்து maximum 45 days க்கு முன்னாடி கூப்பிடணும். ஆனா இவன் என்ன பண்ணல, கூப்பிடவே இல்லை. The required number of requisitionists have given the request, but this guy has not called. In view of this, requisitionists have themselves decided to call the meeting to be held in Madrid, Spain. Can you do that? Can you do that? The answer is no. Actually, there are two things wrong here. One is Madrid, Spain, and look at the date. 2nd October. Again, it's a national holiday. But if you guys remember, EGM was the last topic I told. In case EGM is called by requisitionist, then the day will be any day other than national holiday. Place will be registered office or same city, town or village. Can the shareholders call for the meeting? That is yes. Because நீ சொல்லிட்ட company 45 நாளுக்குள்ள கூப்பிடல, you can call it by yourself, but it should be in the registered office or same city, town and village, and that too it should not be on a national holiday, right? Moving on to the next question. The members of Blue Move Peacocks Appliances Private Limited, holding more than 1/10 voting power of the company, requested the board of directors to call a EGM to call a general meeting on 14 July. I am having 1/10. Can I request? Yes, you can request. However, the directors did not pay any heed to such requisition. அப்படினா அவனுங்க சொல்லியும் வேற என்ன பண்ணல, board of directors கூப்பிடல, and therefore no general meeting was called. Discuss the consequences of the contravention of not calling the general meeting on requisition of the required number. What will happen na, members அவங்களே கூப்பிட்டுக்கலாம். அதுக்கு ஏதோ செலவாச்சுன்னா அதை யார்கிட்ட இருந்து ரெக்கவர் பண்ணலாம்? கம்பெனி யாரோட ரெமுனரேஷன்ல இருந்து குறைச்சிடலாம்? directors. Next is Silk Textile Limited is a company which is incorporated in India, holding two subsidiaries. Print Limited. Is it the same stuff? Both these subsidiaries are incorporated outside India. Limited intends to call the AGM the same day on an urgent basis in Dubai. The chairman with the consent. It's the same repeat question of what we just saw. Next is Prince Auto Parts Limited, a listed company, and recently concluded its annual general meeting. As a statutory requirement, it is obligatory on its part to file with jurisdictional registrar a copy of the report of its AGM. Remember section number 121, in case you are a listed public company, you have to give this report of AGM. State within how many days it has to be given? 30 days. In case it fails to do so within the specified time, then there's a penalty actually, but which I'll teach you towards the end. Okay, there's a penalty. I'll teach you to all the penalties towards the end. So right now, don't really stress about it. Next is Creative Textile Limited is an unlisted public company, okay? The company's paid up share capital is 50 lakhs consisting of 5 lakh shares of face value 10 each. Raman is having 50,000 shares. So out of 5 lakh, how much does Raman have? 50,000, okay? In the company, he is not happy with Somnath, who is the director in the company. He believed that, Somnath is acting against the interests of the company. Raman wanted to remove Somnath from the directorship. Removal of the person from directorship requires the approval of the shareholders. The annual general meeting of the company has just recently concluded and the next AGM will only happen in the next year. Considering the case and referring to the provisions above, can Raman as an individual shareholder make a request for calling an extraordinary general meeting? Yes, because he has 1/10 of voting power. If the company does not call for a EGM, what will Raman do? He can himself call and recover the amount from the company. Next is TST Limited has equity share capital of 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. The company has received a requisition from Mr. A and Mr. B who are holding 1,500 equity shares each. That means they are holding a total of 3,000 out of how many shares? 10,000 shares. So do they have 1/10? The answer is yes, obviously, right? And they want to call a extraordinary general meeting to remove the managing director of the company who has been found to be involved in some malpractices. The company failed to call the said meeting. The requisition is desired to call the meeting by themselves and pass the resolution of removing the MD. Explain the validity of the provisions. Again, repeat telecast, you know the answer, right? Same stuff, that he can call but he can recover the amount. Same. ABC Limited is an unlisted company having its registered office at Calcutta. The AGM was held in Goa on 1st July 2021. Okay. Office is in Calcutta. They are holding it in Goa. Can they do it? Yes. Because they are an unlisted company. 100% of the members would have given the consent. Okay, and it got concluded at 8 p.m. Okay, started at 3, ended at 8. Consent of all the members to conduct the AGM on Goa was received on 24th June by an email. Okay, examine the validity as per the provisions. Yes, it's a valid meeting. State the consequences if the resolution passed in such meeting without sufficient disclosure regarding the interest of director. Without the interest of director, can you think of which section? 102. Explanatory note. You remember? Promoter, KMP, director, if they have any financial interest, we will have to disclose it, right? So here the question is a little incomplete here. Okay, they have not told that it's a special resolution for what you need this, but anyways, fine. Yeah. Moving on to the next one. Om Limited served a notice of AGM. Okay, upon its members, the notice stated that the following resolutions were to be passed. Resolution to increase the authorized share capital of the company. You tell me, is it ordinary business or special business? And the adda points like the varada. So this should be a special business. Appointment and fixation of remuneration of the auditor. Appointment, fixing remuneration and all is the ordinary business. A shareholder complained that the amount of the proposed increase and the remuneration was not specified in the notice. Actually, notice la edha kandipa specify pannirkano? Material facts. If you did not disclose it, is it a breach? The answer is yes. Okay. Next. There was one Zoom student who asked some questions doubt. Is your doubt cleared? Some question you told, no? 42. Okay, what are we in? Okay, I'll just go back and... is your Vandana, is your doubt clear now? Yeah. Now, 48. Zorab Garments Limited served a notice of the general meeting upon its members. The notice stated that the resolution to increase the share capital of the company could be considered at such meeting. Roshni, a shareholder of the company, complained that the amount of proposed increase was not specified in the notice. Can she claim this? Yes, because it is a special business. You should have given all the details in the notice as well as notice la enavum attach pannirkano. Explanatory notes, right? We'll do 2 more questions. We'll end with 50. Okay, there are 70. Mazboot Cement Limited is known for its hassle-free and home building solution. Its unique products Its unique products are tailor-made for Indian climatic conditions and sustainable operations. MCL was incorporated in July 2000 with an authorized capital of 1,000 crores. According to the financial statements of 31st March 2023, the paid-up share capital of the company was 600. Authorized was 1,000, but paid up is 600. Okay, and they had some free reserves also. Okay, which totally amounts to 650. Okay, registered office of the company is situated in Delhi, but around 15% of the members are resident of Faridabad. இப்போ இவ்வளோ unwanted information கொடுத்து என்ன கேட்குறான் பாரு. Company wants to place the register of members and branch office in Faridabad. Can they maintain the register of members in Faridabad? Yes, because in Faridabad, how many people stay? 15% of the total members, but the only thing is they have to also get a special resolution passed, right? Where will the register of members be kept? It will be kept in the registered office, or it can be in the same city, town or village, or in any other place where 1/10 of my members are residing. But idukku mattum na yaarkitta permission kekano? I need to ask my shareholders and pass a special resolution. Okay, the last question we'll just discuss. 50th one. Okay, it's a small one. Lucy Hairstyles Private, okay, whatever it is now, okay, Hairstyle Private Limited allotted 500 shares in the name of Mr. Zoe's daughter. Can a minor hold shares? Yes, if it's fully paid up shares, the minor can hold. In that registered name of the minor as well as the guardian will be written. Okay, and this girl was 4 years old. Okay, and 4 years old and all, my mom used to not even buy toys. See, this girl, she has shares. Okay. Mr. Joey, the director of the company, has approached you to advise him on the entries to be made in the register of member, since Millie is incompetent to contract in the capacity as, because she's a minor. Ava periyum eludano, vera yaar peru eludano, guardian oda periyum sethu eludano, right? We still have 20 more questions to complete this chapter, but that's okay, we'll discuss that in the next class. Okay, so have fun and prepare well for your exams. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Now, Vandana, you can ask me a doubt. Please go through it one more time. How can they conduct the Print Limited's EGM? Where, Vandana? Question number 42. It holds 2 subsidiary. Incorporated outside India dana park. We are talking about Silk Limited oda meeting, right? What is your doubt? Can you put it? Is it clear now? Print Limited. Question எதை பத்தி கேட்டிருக்காங்க? Print Limited, in that I am holding 80%. They cannot have it outside India, no. They cannot have it. No, that is wrong, no. Yeah, 5th line, that is wrong. Because their 80% shares I am holding. Okay, and I am located in India. Then that outside India will not apply, no. Okay. Just let me know if that's okay.